Gold is trading above $1,400 an ounce for the first time since 2013 and is up more than 12% year to date. Opportunities in gold prompted our next guest to coin a term of his own. It's called BANG, B-A-A-N-G. Here to explain, John Roque, Managing Director at Wolfe Research. John, we'll get to the BANG stocks, this new acronym you're putting in there. But obviously, part of the premise is gold itself working well this year. Not only up 12% this year, up from 1275 just 2 months ago or so. So do you see that being sustained?
We do see it being sustained, Mike. We like the fact that gold broke out of a 6.5-year base. We like the fact that central banks keep debasing currencies and excessively low interest rates. We think is a good environment for gold. So the answer is yeah, we do.
Seems like as soon as kind of real yields went to zero, gold just took off. So it's pretty direct relationship, at least for now. So BANG, what are the stocks that you think are best way to play this?
So we made this index BAANG in homage to the fading FANG, F-A-A-N-G. So it's Barrick Gold, Anglo Gold, Agnico Eagle, Franco-Nevada, that's the N, and then Goldfields is the G. And this group's up 42% since May 10th. Strong performance, no doubt. A leader relative to gold, which is up, as you said, about 13% since May 10th, clearly beating the S&P and beating FANG as well by a ton.
We're looking here at a chart that goes back several years, which shows you, yes, it's up a lot recently,
right, but
in
still
the broad
down,
context.
exactly, still down, much like gold, right? So gold is broken out, but it's still down way from its highs of 1900 thereabouts. So, and we think both gold and these stocks have more room.
So do they have to cool off first, or how would you play it at this point? I mean,
yeah, I would think they would have to cool off. Like any athlete that's run a long way in a short period of time, they probably need to consolidate or base move sideways a little bit to ameliorate some of the overboughts. But what we find very interesting is that while even gold has gotten overbought on a daily basis, it's not close on a weekly or a monthly basis. So we think there's more for both.
Do you think this is a market-wide phenomenon? In other words, you mentioned FANG kind of, faltering a little bit in terms of its leadership, but still some of the stocks working fine. And in favor of things like, mining material stocks, or is it just a gold-specific trade right now?
So I think that a lot of market participants would like us to believe that there will be a trade out of momentum, so to speak, and into value. It would be hard for us to believe that that can occur in a sustained uptrend. That almost always occurs after a big decline where you get a change in leadership. So it's too hard for us to say if there's going to be this sort of role reversal a la The Odd Couple with Felix and Oscar. But we think this is more of a gold-specific thing right now. And if history is any guide, gold improving first is usually a good sign for commodities going forward. But we think oil sort of drags down the CRB a little bit. Right,
yeah, on an index basis. And then just the other piece of the picture, you mentioned what central banks are doing. Bond yields right now, they look like they're pretty kind of compressed on their charts. I mean, do you think that there's any room for sustained lift in yields, or do you think that trend is going to continue?
We're trend guys, so we think the trend is either going to be for lower yields or continued low yields. I think it's going to be pretty hard for yields to turn higher. They could, of course, have a bounce or a rally in yields, but we think that would be a bounce to buy bonds rather than, expect yields to go much higher.
To actually be a reversal, yeah.
Right.
And then just with the BANG index, with these gold stocks, is your preferred approach to kind of own a basket of these things, or how would you differentiate, if you would?
Well, our favorite of them all is Franco-Nevada. So that's the one we care for most. But we like the stocks we put in our index. It was cute that it sort of was an antidote to FANG, but we like the basket approach as well.
Franco-Nevada, is it how small?
Nevada.
What's the matter with that?
Nevada. No, it's Nevada.
No, I know.
Tomato, yeah.
No.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Yeah.
Franco-Nevada is a pretty big enough company, yeah.
Nevada.